The first thing we need to do is we need to go to aplusstudents.com to the website. Once you're on the website, you select math as your subject. Okay. Once you have selected maths as your subject, select your grade level. That is grade 10. Okay. The name of the topic is congruent triangles. And the name of the chapter number is 2. Remember, lesson number is 2 as well. Okay. So name of the chapter is, lesson is proving triangles. Proving triangles congruent by side, 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 and side angle side. Side, 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 and side angle side property. Okay. So let's go to the chapter. Before starting this, let's look at these three properties. Okay. The reflexive property means it's a reflection. That means this object, this triangle is reflected onto this triangle. Okay. Whenever we'll see the word reflexive, that means it's a mirror image. Let's look at symmetric property. Symmetric property means that it has a rotation on it. Okay, there's a rotation. That means if this was the point A, now the point A is facing down. We've just changed the direction. Rotation means change in direction, but the triangle is still the same. Okay. Mirror images always inverted. The example of inverted is if you're standing in front of a mirror and you raise your right hand, the image would raise the left hand. That means it's an inverted. Symmetric property is the direction has been changed. Okay. Transitive property means if you the position change in position. How do we define change in position? Direction, position, and inverted. Position means if you are sitting in the front of your class, right? And you move to the back chair, you are still you, right? You have not changed. That means even if you change the position, it would exactly be the same. So we would use these terms reflexive, symmetric, and transitive properties. Okay. So let's have a look at the questions and see the reasoning and the statements. Okay. Some of the statements would be given to us. Some of the statements we would need to find. Okay. Just a moment, please. Let me do this. Sorry, the sniping tool. The first question that we have is this. We have to find the missing property or the missing reasoning. Okay. The reasoning that given for this. Let's look at the question number 1. The question number 1 says, in this given diagram, this shape is given to us. Okay. This is our question number 1. They're saying FG is parallel to HI. That means FG is parallel to HI. These two lines are parallel. Okay. What they are saying is the first reason is already given to us that these two are parallel. Let's look at the second reason. The second reason would be the other pair of lines are also parallel. Okay. This reason is given to us. Fi Okay, let's say. Okay. For the third reason that is given over here, FHI, FHI, this angle, the center angle, GFH, G F and H would always be equal. They would be known as alternate interior angles. Let me explain what alternate interior angles are. If ever we have a pair of parallel lines, let's suppose this is a pair of parallel lines we have, and a line is intersecting this pair of parallel lines. Okay, what we can say is we are forming the alphabet Z or the alphabet N. Let's look at this. This line with this line and this line. Whenever the alphabet Z is being formed, then these two angles would be known as alternate interior angles. Okay, this was this theorem, right? They are saying FH equals to FH, right? So that means the line FH is a common line between these two shapes. Agreed? This is the common line. You can say common line. That means both of these shapes, both of these triangles, the upper triangle and the lower triangle, they both have a common side. Agreed? So we need to find what is FHI is equals to HFG. Where is HFI? HFI is this angle, right? No, sorry. This was FHI, FH and I this angle, and HFG this angle, right? So what do we say? Which property is being applied over here? Side, 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 or side angle side? Since we have a angle given to us, this is an angle, right? So we say side angle side will be applied. Okay, because we know this angle equals to this angle, and this is a common side. For a side, 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 none of the angles would be given to us. Agreed? Okay, let's look at another question. You'll have a better idea while we do more questions. Okay, for the next question, it says, let me just copy the question. And the next question says, if this information is provided to us, question number 2, if this was the information that was provided to us, they're asking us to find the property that would define this, the reason, and the diagram is given something like this. This is our question number 2. H is the midpoint of GI. That means this length and this length is equal. Agreed? I'll just mark these lengths. This length and this length is equal as per this given information. Complete the proof that these two triangles are congruent triangles, or the angle HIK, HIK, this angle is equals to GHJ, GHJ, this angle. We need to prove that these two angles are equal for these two given congruent triangles. So the first statement is, they've already given us the midpoint, right? GJ and HK are equal in length. They're saying that this length, GJ and HK are equal in length because they're making two dashes over here. Two dashed lines are equal. Then they made single dash over here. That means this line and this line was equal because it had a single dash for it. And we can say if you make three dashes over here that these two lines were also equal, right? That means when they're saying one angle is equal and three sides are already given to us, which are equal, right? When they're saying a shape which has three equal sides. If I make a copy of this, let me make a copy and let's see what we can do with this. Okay, let's we have a copy. If I separate it from here, if I separate the shapes, okay, and this was made separately over here. So can we say that both of these shapes are exactly the same with a common point? This was the common point, right? H. They both of these shapes are exactly the same, where all three sides were equal. When all three sides are equal, we say side, side, and side property is used because none of the angles were given to us. We're not comparing the angles. Even though one angle was given to us, angle H and I was given to us, but we can say that since the three sides are also equal, these two triangles, G, H, and J and KHI, these two triangles are congruent because they have the exactly same length of all three sides. Agreed? Okay. Let's move ahead to the next question. For question number 3, I'll just separate this question so that we don't confuse it. Question number 3. Okay. Let's have a look at another example. The next question, it says, y is the midpoint, and let's have a look. If this is a question given to us, these are the statements that have been provided to us, and this was the shape that was given over here. Question number 3, they're saying y is the midpoint of wx. That means this is the midpoint, then this length will be equal to this length. Agreed? Midpoint means that a length is divided into two equal parts, right? This is given. They're saying Vy is perpendicular. This term means perpendicular. This is already given. This line is perpendicular to this line because the angle is made by a box angle, and the box angle is always 90. Agreed? Okay, the next says VWY, this angle equals to VYX. V, B, sorry, just a moment, please. I need to erase this. Okay. I'll rewrite this so that it's clear to us. V, Y, W, V, Y, W, this was 90, is equals to V, Y, X. That's also 90. Perpendicular. These two angles are exactly the same. This angle and this angle are same. Right angles. They're saying WY length and XY length is same. This length equals to this length. That's already given to us. Okay, midpoint. Then Vy and Vy are same. Obviously, we have a common length, that a common side. Okay, that means in this shape, if this length was common, two sides were same. Let's draw this again. Okay, if this was v x, this was the midpoint, this was y, and this was w. If this length was equal to this length and we had a common length, then the third length has to be equal, right? That means what property? Or if not the third length, then one of the angles was given to us which is already equal. So we can say this could be side angle side. Let's not consider the third side because they have not given us the information about the third side. What they are giving us is two sides and one angle. If this shape is drawn separately, it can be drawn in this manner. This, okay, this was the angle y. This length was v, sorry, this angle was 90. Sorry, my mistake, I wrote y over there. This angle was 90 and this was w. If we mark this length with single dash with a double dash, then this shape would be equal to this shape, right? This was v, y, and x, where this side had double dash, this was single dash equal to this, and this was 90 degrees. So the given information for this, so the given information for this question is two sides are equal and one angle is equal. Agreed? So we say side angle side property can be used. Okay, let's go to the next question. The next question says, just a moment, please. Let me copy. For question number 4, the information provided is this. This is for our question number 4. This is the diagram that has been given to us. This would be question number 4. Let's separate question number 4 from question number 3. Okay. Okay. Let's look at question number 4 and see what information is given to us. What they are saying is this length was equals to this length, whereas this length equals to this length. So we can say the length of ST is equals to the length of TR, and we can say the length of PT is equals to the length of TQ. That means in side angle side and side, we have two options, right? Side angle side. They both have two sides. Let's see. The third information is a side or an angle. Let's see. They are saying vertical angle theorem. What they are saying is the angle PTS is equals to QTR. PTS is equal to this angle is equals to this angle, right? And we know that whenever we are forming any angles are formed on two intersecting lines, right? They are forming an X, then these two angles have to be same. Agreed? Then these two angles will be same. So these are known as vertical, vertically opposite angles, or vertically opposite angles. So what they are doing is they are giving us two sides and one angle, right? So what we can say is the property of side angle side can be used. And which property is this? Once we look, this is a reflexive property, right? They are a mirror image of each other. So we would say this is reflexive property of congruency, because they both are mirror images of each other. This object is a mirror image of this. Agreed? Mirror image means inverted. Do we have any questions till now? Okay, good. Let's move on to the question number 5. The question number 5 says, let me just copy the question. They are giving us a midpoint. Let's see which property would be applied over here. Okay, let's go to question number 5. In question number 5, this is the given information. These are the given properties. Okay, and this diagram was given to us. Let's resize. Okay. Question number 5, it says, V is the midpoint of TU. If this is the midpoint, then the length on this side would be equal to the length on this side. This is given to us. This is because of the midpoint, right? The length of TV is length of UV. They both are equals. Okay. What they are saying is, the second part they are saying, the length of SU and TS is equal, right? Can we see a common side? I'll make this diagram again. Copy, paste. Let's erase this part. If this was the first shape that was given to us, the first triangle that was provided to us, can we say that if this was a triangle given, and for the next one, let's remove the lower part. Okay. Can we say that both of these triangles had a common side? Agreed? They had a common side, right? And the common side was VS. This is the common side. Agreed? That means 3 sides have been given to us, right? Do we agree? Since all the common side will have the same length, right? So can we say that this is the common side having the same length? So in this case, 3 sides are given to us which are equal in length. So we say that side, side, side properties could be used, right? Because they are not identifying any given angle. Only 3 sides have been given to us. Moving ahead, for the next question, they say H is the midpoint. Let's have a look at question number 6. They're saying H is the midpoint. This is the given data. And this shape was provided to us. Question number 6. Question number 6 says, for this given information, H is the midpoint of GI. That means if this is the midpoint, then this length and this length would be same. GH and HI, midpoint, right? Definition of the midpoint, it's equal. Whereas what they are saying is the length of Gj and Ki are also same. This was Gj and Ki, right? Equivalence, this is given to us. For the last value, they're saying Hk, and this is also same, right? So can we say that if we put a mirror in the middle, right? If we assume this, there is a mirror in the middle, right? This point was H. If we say this is a mirror, can we say this is a mirror image of each other? That this triangle is a mirror image of this triangle. And which property was that? That was reflexive property, right? Whenever we are doing a mirror image, because these images are inverted, right? They are mirror image. That means they are inverted and they are known as reflex reflexive property of congruency. Okay, because they both are mirror. See, how can we say they are mirror? If G was at this distance from this line, then I is at this distance, right? If K was at this distance from this line, then J is at this distance. So the distances are same. So that means it's a mirror image. Whenever it's a mirror image, it is a congruent shape, and we say it's a reflexive property. And since three sides were given to us, we say side, side, side property would be used. Moving ahead to the next question. For the next question, it says K is the midpoint. They have given us a midpoint. They want to find us the missing property. They want us to check whether side angle side would be used or side 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 would be used. Let me just realign this. These were the properties given to us. This was the diagram that has been given to us. And this is our question number 7. Okay. They are saying K is the midpoint of, this is the midpoint, right? That means this was the line. Agreed? Then this length HK should be equals to Kj. HK should be equals to HK should be equals to JK by the definition of midpoint. Similarly, if G, H, and I was a straight line, let's pick up a color. If I say the line GHI, right? If this is a straight line and K was the midpoint, that means these two parts would be equal. From here, we can say the length of GK must be equal to the length of IK by the property of, okay. Do we have any angle given? We don't have angle, but they are still saying that the length of this length is equals to this length, right? They're again telling us the third length equals to the third length. So we can say that HI and GJ are also equal, right? So they are giving us three sides over here. So we can say side, side, side property would be used. And we can still say that this is a reflective image. Is this a reflective image? No, it's not a reflective. If this would be reflective, then this value of 2 will be over here, right? But this is not a reflective. What is happening over here? This is being spun. This is spinning over here. This point H from here comes over here, and this point J goes to this point. And whenever it's spinning property, what do we say? Whenever there is a spin, okay, I'll write spin over here, we say it is a symmetric property. We say symmetric property of congruency, because we have the option, it is spinning, it's not reflection, it's not a mirror image, it's being spun. Okay, so let's separate question number 7 from question number 6, just making the borders so that they would be differentiated. Okay, let's move ahead to the next question, question number 8. In question number 8, what they are saying is we have a pair of parallel lines and they are speaking about an angle, alternate interior angles, right? So if they are speaking about an angle, that means side, side, side. It's very rare that side, side, side would be applicable. Most probably side angle side. Let's confirm. This was the shape that was given to us in question number 8. Okay, let's see. What they are saying is HI is parallel to JK. Where is HI? The line HI, this line is parallel to JK. Let's make the sign of the parallel. Let's put an arrow. You can always put a single arrow or a double arrow, does not make a difference. Parallel. Okay. Then the next one is HI and JK are equal in length as well. They are parallel lines and they are equal lengths. So whenever we have pairs of parallel lines, we know a formation of Z is there or N is there. Let's see. They're talking about alternate interior angles. Let's redo it. If these were the angles that were given to us, let's see what is an alternate interior angle. I'll highlight this line, this line, and this line. Even if I extend this line, can we say we are forming an N over here? An N is being formed, right? If I remove the other additional lines, we can say the N is being formed over here. So whenever N or a Z is being formed, we can say this angle would be always equals to this angle, right? And these two angles are alternate interior angles. Agreed? So this has been given to us. And they are saying HJ is equals to HJ. That means there's one common side. This side is the common side. So that means this shape has two sides which are equal in length and they have one angle which is equal in size. This angle and this angle, right? So two angles and one side means the property SAS, right? We cannot use side, side, side because there is no third side which has been given to us to be an equal length. Two sides and one angle is given to us. Okay, let's move ahead to the next example. For the next question, it says, just a moment. No, it's the same. I think it's the same question. Side angle side. Yeah, it's the same question. Let's copy the next. They're saying complete the proof that this is equals to this. In order to prove question number 9, the question number 9 states this information with this given property, and this is the given diagram. Let this be our question number 9. Let's separate question number 9 from question number 8. Okay. So in question number 9, what they are saying is we have UV is equals to TW. Where is UV? The length of UV and TW is same. So one side is given to us, which is exactly same. For the second one, TU and VW. The length of this side is same as the length of this side. So that means two sides are already given to us, right? Let's see, look at the third. What is the reflexive property of congruency? They're saying TV, the length of TV and the length of TV is same. That means this length is a common length. Agreed? Let's break it down. Let's see the shape, how it can be done. Okay, if we have this shape, what we can say is, if this was given to us, okay, and if you paste the other shape, just a moment, please. Okay, let's remove the upper part. I'll resize it. Okay, if this shape was given to us, we can say these two shapes have a common side, that is this side, right? So we have three sides which are equal in these shapes. For this shape to be equal to this shape, right? Exactly the same, because VW had the same side length as UT, TW has the same length as UV, and V and T was a common side. That means which property would be applied? Side, side, and side. We cannot apply any other property because we do not have a ratio of any of the angles. We know the angles will be equal, but with the given information, what we need to see is why are these two triangles congruent to each other, right? We are looking at the reason why they are congruent. Okay, let's have a look at another example. For the next example, it says, K is the point of given points over here. Okay. Question number 10. Okay. After this, we'll do some questions from the test. For this question, they are saying K is the, let me just resize. And if this information was given to us, question number 10, they're saying K is the midpoint of this. So there is a line being formed that is GI. This is the midpoint, then this length and this length is same. Okay, that is given over here, GK and IK. GK and IK are equal because of the midpoint. For the next part, we have, this is also a straight line, GKH. That means this length is equal because of the midpoint. So we can say HK was JNK because of the midpoint. It's already given to us. Whereas the third length, they're already saying, is equal because they made a single dash that represents the third line. It's already given to us. What we can say over here is that the three lengths, sorry, the three lengths are equal. 1 dash, 2 dash, and 3 dashes. And in this also 1 dash, 2 dash, and 3 dash, right? So if three sides are of equal length, what would we say? We can apply, or let's suppose I'll show you how it's equal. Let's make two copies. Let's remove this from here and we'll make another copy, and we'll see how by spinning the shape will still be the same, right? If we make another copy over here, let's remove this part. Okay, so if the question was given something like this, I separated the two triangles, right, from each other, with K being the common point. Agreed? Let's suppose if I rotate the shape again, would it look like the same? Does it look the same? One side, two side, and three sides. But if I rotate it 180, that means it's inverted now. Agreed? The only difference is that the shape is inverted. That means it's spinning about the point K. Okay? That means if we are doing a spin over here, right? That means we can do side, side, side property. Agreed? Okay. Let's move ahead and let's look at question number 1 from the test. And let's see what are the possibilities and how the question can be given in the test. So let's go to the test and begin the test. Okay, I need to go back to the website. Maths, grade 10s, chapter 2, lesson number 2, and the test. First question from the test says, let me just copy it. They are saying this is the information that has been provided to us. Okay, first question number 1. These are the two properties, options that we can consider. Okay, let's see what could be the possible answers for question number 1. Would it be side, 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 side angle, side? What should it be? See, what we can see over here is this length is given equal to this length, right? This length is equal to this length, right? But the another information given is R is the midpoint of QS. This is the midpoint, then this length would be equal to this length. Agreed? So are we given an angle or sides are given? Yes, thank you, Michael. Okay. That means three sides are given, right? So we apply the property side, side, side. We simply click on the first property, side, 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 right? Because three sides were given to us. Thank you. For the next question, let's see what they're giving us. Question number 2. Question number 2 states that, let's have a look at question number 2. This is the information that has been given to us. Okay, this is our question number 2. Let's separate question number 1 and question number 2 such that. Okay, let's look at question number 2. They are saying y is the midpoint. That means this length should be equals to this length. Agreed? they have a right angle over here. Okay, and they are saying this is also a right angle. Agree? So that means if an angle has been introduced, it cannot be side, side, side. Do we have a common side? Yes, we do have a common side, right? That means if this shape was formed something like this was 90, this was Vy, and this was Yx, right? If I draw the same shape, the lower part, so we can say this was Vy, this was given, this was 90, and this was W. So which property can we apply over here? Are you sir? Which property can we apply? What we are doing is we are looking at two properties, side angle side or side side side, right? In this case, we know that this length was equals to this length, right? One side is equal. Do we have any other equal side? Yes, we have a common side. Vy was the common side. That means if two sides are equal and one angle is given to us, that was 90, that is equal, right? That means side, angle, and side can be used, right? Okay. So we say this question, this type, these two triangles are, also remember what you did, what you said, right? It's okay. We are studying right now. Let's focus. It says the these two triangles VYX and VYW are equal because two sides are the same and one angle is same, right? So we say we apply side angle side. Okay, it's okay. I hope you understand this. Okay, please do complete the remaining questions. Best of luck. Have a nice day. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.